we go. It is opening day. It's finally hunting season.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into the stand where we shot all the deer last year, which is normally not a stand we would hunt with this wind, but because it's so early in the season and the deer are gonna be coming back from feeding and going to bedding, it's gonna be blown right towards the bedding. But they've got to come past us if they're on our property to get to the bedding. So, you know, it's not the ideal wind for it, but this is the only time of day and about the only time of the season you can hunt it with this wind. So we're going to give it a go. That's the plan. We'll check in with you later. Well, our morning sit was very uneventful. We definitely heard deer in the corn in front of us while we were getting set up, and we were in there plenty of time before light. And we could hear them moving around, but they had skirted off in other directions by the time the sun had come up, and never saw anything. So we got down and kind of worked around the edge of our property and popped out into the hayfield and saw a hen standing there probably 60 yards away, cleaning her tail feathers and pecking at herself. So we knew there were probably more. Oh, deer, deer. Get the gun up, let me look at her. It was a small one. Get ready. Safety off. Safety off. Now hold on. Brr. Can you lean over a little bit? Brr. How about now? How about now? Brr. Still. Okay, coming into that little clearing. Brr. Okay, let's just let her go.
She was literally right behind that bush. That was crazy.
Well, how's that for up close and personal deer hunting?
It's crazy.
Alright, well, if you've never felt like you had a clear shot and a confident shot, you did the right thing rather than trying to force something.
Didn't you finish the turkey story? Didn't finish that.
We'll get that another time. So I think pretty much everything was on camera because they just came right out there. As I was telling the turkey story, one of the yearlings popped out and then just took off all of a sudden back into the woods. It didn't see us. I think it was just being playful, and then a couple more minutes, and the mom led the way out with the other two. Wow, she was 2 or 3 yards from us. We were straight downwind of them the whole time, so they just had no idea that we were here. Riah was kind of on the fence of whether to shoot or not, or whether to take that doe. She was a little skinny, I thought. I would have been fine with taking her, but she was definitely mature, but definitely a little on the thin side. That was insane, though. Mature doe, 2 yards.
Yeah, and then those little ones were like 10 yards too.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
She came right in. She was gonna come literally walk right on top of us. Quite an encounter, huh?
Yeah. Crazy.
5:45. It was probably 5:30 when we first saw them because that whole ordeal took a while. So here's what we did. The wind is blowing right in our face from the field. It was coming straight past. I could smell that doe when it was right near us. The wind was blowing right at us. What we did, we're on this big block of woods here. We're on the south side of it. We came in on the far end of the woods over there, went all the way to the border of our property, all the way around it, because there's no access to get over here without just busting through a bunch of stuff. So we hiked all the way around the edge of our property. We busted up a group of does on the neighbor's property, 30 yards from us when we were walking in, but we looped all the way around so we could come downwind. And the plan, which worked apparently perfectly, was to loop around any deer that might be in our block of woods, loop far enough around them so that they had no idea we were here, and would come out into the wind and feed in this field. There's also a pinch point here. There's another big block of woods down there, and hundreds of acres of bean fields behind us. So we're on this tiny narrow strip of trees between 2 blocks of woods. So we still could get a bunch of deer coming up, which they do a lot, coming up over this ridge from us. But it was the only way to get past the deer that we might possibly be able to hunt. And what do you think? It worked.
It worked perfectly.
The 2-yard doe.
Yeah.
So back to the turkey story. We worked our way around this group, what we thought was probably a group of hens. We could only see the one. And as we came up the fence line, we saw a whole bunch of heads bobbing. And they didn't really know what we were, but they knew something was up. And so they all kind of grouped up together and started clucking to find each other. And then the mature hens, and there's still that bearded hen out there, we saw her today, started working off into the field. And when they did, I think the young turkeys, the younger ones, saw us. I don't know if they thought we were another turkey or what, but we both had our binoculars up looking at them at like 40 yards. They turned towards us and ran straight at us and jumped the fence. There was a Jake. He didn't even have a beard yet, but he was gobbling at us as he was running. It was hilarious. But they got to the fence, what, 8 yards from us? Hopped the fence and then stood there right in front of us. So that was a lot of fun. We had a close encounter stalk with a bunch of turkeys too. And the bearded hen is still alive and kicking. But other than that, the morning hunt was very uneventful.
Yeah.
But we got 2 hours left, prime time, on a freshly cut cornfield. Well, what do you think about day one?
Good.
What'd you have for dinner?
I had some chicken teriyaki that we cooked in
A Mountain House meal?
yeah.
Sausages over the fire?
Mm-hmm.
What you got there?
Marshmallow.
What was your favorite part of day one?
The turkey encounter.
Ah, not the deer at 3 yards?
Nope.
Staring at you? What's your favorite part of our camp?
The outhouse.
The corn maze pooping chair. Give us the morning update.
Oh, well, today we had gotten up and we got all the stuff we needed. We got our hunting clothes on, and then we drove over here to a new spot that we had never hunted before because we just put this stand up.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Chipmunk and possum.
Yep. We got some possum entertainment this morning, but that's about it.
Yeah. Oh. And
And a very angry squirrel. this field has a huge change in elevation. And there's kind of a ridge that goes all the way down to our truck that separates us from where those deer were bedded. So we were able to keep the wind basically from the truck straight to our spot here and walk all the way up here straight through the field without being able to be seen or smelled by that bedding area. And for the most part by the woods to the south here too. So we're tucked into a different spot, got some good back cover and a little clearer area to shoot should anything come out tonight. So we're hoping they do the same thing they did last night. Check this guy out. That thing is massive. You getting that Zach Farrenbaugh hair? The tiny little hat can't hold in all that hair. We've got two owls. One way off in the distance and one right near us. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up. There goes the second one. There's two owls. One higher pitched far away. And the one right next to us has this weird little chuckle right at the end of his call that I've never heard before. We're in the last half hour here. Hoping that some deer come out like they did last night. The moon is rising over Riah's head. It's pretty cool. Well, this is the scene it's going to end with for Youth Weekend. Nothing happened tonight. We've got a couple minutes of shooting light left, but something's going to have to be in our lap for it to work out. But that's a wrap for Youth Weekend, so Riah will get another chance in November for gun season. We might chase some turkeys around for the fall turkey season if we can figure out where the gobblers are at. And then I'll start bow hunting next week, so hopefully have some videos of that. And hunting in Ohio for the rut with a bow. So we're going to try and get some stuff on camera this year. That's one of my goals. But for now, say goodnight, Silhouette.
Good night.